Supreme Court is currently hearing the application of the All Progressives Congress for review of Bayelsa governorship election judgment. The party is seeking reversal of the judgment which disqualified its candidate David Lyon. Now, counsel to David Lyon, Afe Babalola, wants the court to set aside its earlier judgment as it has the powers to set aside its own judgment. But counsel to the APC, Wale Olanikpekun, says the court lacks the jurisdiction to entertain the appeal in the first place. Tayo Ayetibo, representing the PDP, in his response, says the application is asking the court to sit as an appellate court over a judgment already delivered by it. Hence, it should be dismissed. Present in court as a state, Doye Diri, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Adam Soshomole, and disqualified deputy governor-elect of the APC, Senator Degi Barakuma. The seven-member panel is led by Justice Sylvester Nguta. Now, Celestina Area joins me now, our correspondent, to speak more on this. Celestina, it's good to have you join us now. Can you bring us up to speed, the drama and how things are playing in court?
The court has gone on a short break to reconvene. Before the court went on the break, all parties were heard. They adumbrated, and we are hoping that the court may reconvene to give its judgment. But before the break, counsel to the APC is seeking that the court reverse its judgment delivered on the 13th of February 2020, which nullified the election of its candidate. On the grounds that the court did not give the candidate fair hearing, because at the trial court, the PDP had actually contended that the deputy governorship candidate of the APC was not qualified to participate in the election. Yet the trial court agreed with them and disqualified that candidate. But the court did not make any order as to if the ticket of the governor is affected by the disqualification of that deputy governorship candidate. But at the Court of Appeal, they did not oppose that relief. But the Supreme Court went ahead to grant it to them. So the APC is saying that the court lacked the jurisdiction to sit on that matter because the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, did not grant that relief, and it was not even appealed. But the PDP is saying that the Supreme Court cannot sit as an appellate court over its own judgment. Yet we know Order 8/16 of the Supreme Court has given the court right to review its judgment. But that review has to do with clerical errors or accidental slip. Take, for instance, if the court is to say is and it said was, yes, the court can make such corrections. Or if the court was to make pronouncement of 300 million and it says 3 million, parties can come back to ask the court for clarity, not asking the court to revert its judgment in totality.
Okay, so Celestina, let me put you on hold.
It will open a floodgate of other applicants.
Exactly, that's the part I was going to ask you, because the point there is a lot of Nigerians are reacting, waiting, because this has never happened before for the Supreme Court to set aside its own judgment. Now, besides the court and what the lawyers are saying, what are residents, from what you have heard from people, what are their reactions to this case going on in the Supreme Court?
Yes, it seems that every party is seeking appeal. And we know last year and prior to this year, the Supreme Court sat on election matters. Yes, if this relief or the appeal is granted, it will open a floodgate to parties to come to seek review. And we know the level of manpower the Supreme Court has, and it's had a lot of cases to attend to. So they are saying that the court should stand firm on its judgment and not review this judgment, because it is an abuse of court processes.
All right, Celestina Area, thank you very much for bringing us up to speed with development in the Supreme Court.